Domestic violence and finding help has become a top priority across the country. Just yesterday, a grand jury handed down an indictment of a domestic abuser who's charged with shooting and killing a woman and shooting her grandmother in Immokalee. The Night Beat's Amy Gallo joins us live in studio. Amy.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic violence affects 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men in the U.S. alone. It's a widespread problem. I spoke with the CEO of a local shelter about how to set up an escape plan if you are a victim. Laura Candia, a beautiful woman, a daughter, granddaughter, mother, dead at 20 years old, killed by her domestic abuser.
We were side to side on the car, and he rolled the window down and started shooting her. She looked that way towards the car, and he shot her all her face.
Her family says she tried to escape him.
He had tried to kill her before. He tried to choke her and killed her, threw her down the stairs.
So Laura moved away, but the law brought her right back.
She had to come back and do joint custody. And he killed her just because he wanted to get 2 weeks and not 1 week.
You hear it time and time again.
Don't ever try to go back if he's hurting you. Speak and tell him what they're doing to you. Tell somebody, get help.
But local shelter director Linda Oberhaus tells me
it's much more dangerous when you leave that relationship than when you're in it.
But just because it's more dangerous doesn't mean you should ever stay. Oberhaus tells me it's all about having an escape plan, but don't go at it alone.
It's hard to think clearly when you're a victim of trauma and domestic violence.
Loop your local shelter in on it.
We have advocates 24 hours a day to help walk them through the steps of being able to get out safely and be able to get to the shelter safely.
Because if you fear for your life, a shelter will keep you protected.
We always believe victims. And when they tell us that they believe that their abuser is going to kill them, we absolutely believe them.
If you are a victim of domestic abuse and thinking of leaving, it's important to be ready. Open a savings account in your own name using a safe address like your workplace. Leave money, an extra set of keys, and copies of important paperwork with a friend or in a go bag, and keep the number to a local shelter handy. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Amy.